Hi guys, so it's Amanda from Magical Budgets, and I'm back tonight with an update for y'all. So my alright, so my goals, my big goals for this year was to save $15,000. So I wanted to save $15,000, and I wanted to pay off at least $10,000 of debt. Okay, so I've worked really hard the first half of the year on that savings, but I have not worked really hard on the debt payoff. I've just been kind of making payments as I go, and my focus has primarily been on the savings aspect of life. So I did complete for my savings the 100 envelope challenge for $5,050 in February. And then I completed the 100 envelope, which again, the February one, obviously I put money in it last year, but I didn't finish it last year. So I counted that towards this year because it was completed this year. And so I didn't touch the money till it was completed. I also completed it again in June. So from February to June, I completed it again for another $5,050. So that right there is $10,100. And so I was sitting there and I was thinking about all of the other savings challenges that I have done. And if I included those, would that help me hit my $15,000? And then I could focus my energy on this debt payoff. That's what I'm looking at, because with my budget and everything, I want to still be able to live our lives and do the things and not my kids are only little once. I can't cut everything off. Obviously if I needed to I would, but right now I don't have to. It's just a matter of I want to pay this off, and if I've hit this, then I want to be able to focus on this without this being such a big priority. Because I'm putting $700 a month into that, whereas I could be putting that $700 in here and only putting kind of some of that extra side money into the savings aspect. And so I wanted to be able to justify that. So here's what I've got. So savings, and this is savings challenges. I'll also show you when I add sinking funds what the number comes up to. But primarily, first off, I'm just going to show you the savings challenge portion, and then I'll show you if I add sinking funds in what my total would be. So I went back and I've wrote all of what I've put into all of my challenges on my iPad in GoodNotes. So I went back to all those. I did not count any money put into these 100 envelopes because I included those two here. So these two are here. So I went back, and in January, to all of these savings challenges. These are just like just the savings challenges. No sinking funds, just savings challenges. I put $1,129 into savings challenges in January. In February, I put $1,127. Obviously, there was more initially, but I subtracted what went into the 100 envelopes. So this is what went into all of the others. In March, we did $881. And as you can see, you know, it does go down because most of this money come from my 100 envelope boxes on Etsy. And people, you know, it's always a good New Year's resolution to, I'm going to save money this year. And so you can tell a lot of people jumped on board at the beginning and it slowly fell off over time. In April, we put $773 into savings challenges. In May, we put $649 into savings challenges. And then in June, we only put $384 into savings challenges. And then I have July's too. July, we put $398. None of those were filmed. I just did those, you know, each Friday. Obviously, you can see I had, you know, sometimes I'd have a little over 100. Most of the time, I had less than 100. So really, I didn't feel that justified a whole video. Plus, this summer has been absolutely crazy with everybody at home and schedules and everything. So, this is what I've put into all of my savings challenges this year, up till July. And my goal was to save, not save in my 100 envelope, save, like save. So, this total gives me, no, not 17, 15,000. Sorry. $15,441. So, technically, I've saved $15,000. Is all of this in my savings account? No, because some of it went to my back to school savings challenge, which paid for the girls' back to school stuff. Or some of it did go to debt because I had my debt jar that was part of this. And then some of the challenges I put towards debt. But I did, you know, savings challenges, I did save this amount of money. Now, also, if you add in my sinking funds that come out of my paycheck, not that come out of this, or savings challenges or side hustles or anything. This is what I pull out of my check. So, for vacation, I have put back $600. For Christmas, I've put back $600. And for my DVC dues, I have put back $378, which brings our total saved, like money saved that's not been spent yet, to $17,019. So, I mean, yes, some of this money is going to have to be spent on certain things that I know are going to come up. But if the goal was to save $15,000, I have saved over $15,000 in 7 months this year. And for a person who lived paycheck to paycheck and, you know, the paycheck come in, I paid out, you know, I made sure the bills were paid, and then I just blew the rest of it and never had anything in savings. This is huge. I mean, this is like, I don't really have words to say I can't believe I was able to save that much money. Like, I can't believe I was able to not just blow that much money. And there's money in these, and if something comes up and I'm like, ooh, I'd really like to have that, I will not go pull money out of these envelopes. Because if they are like tied to a specific, like the Christmas envelope. I will not touch the Christmas envelope. I have spent the back to school money because, you know, we have certain things that we get our kids. We get, obviously, their school supplies that they need for school. They each get a backpack. They each get a lunchbox. They each get a new pair of shoes. And they each get a first day of school outfit. And that's what that money goes for. And so we went last week and we bought everything. And we spent the money. And it's done. And it's paid for. It's not on a credit card. I didn't go into debt for any of it. I didn't worry about how much stuff cost because I had enough money put back to pay for it. The girls got what they wanted. Obviously, nothing was ridiculously overpriced or anything, but, you know, we had enough to pay for everything. So, I mean, I'm kind of speechless. When I sit down the other day and added all these numbers up, I was honestly speechless. I was like, how did I do this? But it's accountability. You know, I've been slack the last month for making videos and stuff. I've still tried to put money in. And I did put more in July than I did in June. Which is big because most of my, like, any extra July money, most of the time I tried to use it and not pull out of, like, money I had put back. I tried to just use what was coming in to pay for stuff. So I'm completely bumfuzzled that we hit the 15,000. I just can't believe it. So now, the biggie now is that $10,000, and I've got another video coming up that we're going to talk about how we're going to get that $10,000 paid off, and kind of my plan going forward for the rest of the year. We have 5 months left in the year, including this month. I have 5 paychecks this month or this year, and we're going to hit that $10,000. You know, we've paid some off this summer. I have put a couple things on a credit card. And so when that first check comes in, though, that any extra is going card by card, and we're going to get them paid off. My goal, if my plan goes right, I'll have 4 cards paid off by the end of the year. And if I can do this in 7 months, then I can pay those off in 5 months. I can do it. It can be done. I have no doubt. So, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them in the description box. And stay tuned to see what the debt plan is. And we'll talk soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.